Welcome to our U.S. briefing show. Today, we're diving into China's big week of diplomacy and military displays. The Chinese government wrapped up a series of events with a massive military parade in Beijing, showcasing their latest hardware like hypersonic missiles and unmanned underwater vehicles. Leaders from around the world, including Putin and Kim Jong-un, attended, highlighting China's growing alliances and military strength. President Xi Jinping emphasized peace and China's unstoppable rejuvenation, all while symbolizing a shift toward a multipolar world. Next, let's talk about what this parade really means. China's showcasing new missiles, drones, and submarines to deter U.S. naval power and assert sovereignty, especially over Taiwan. The display also underscores China's push for technological independence and regional influence, with advanced weaponry like the DF-61 ICBM and stealth fighters taking center stage. It's a clear message: China is modernizing fast and aiming to project strength on the global stage. Finally, recent high-profile meetings in Beijing reveal a shifting geopolitical landscape. Leaders from Russia, North Korea, and India gathered, signaling a move away from US-led dominance. Putin's appearance with Xi and Kim's visit to Beijing show regional power plays, each leader pursuing their own interests, be it energy, legitimacy, or stability. All these events point to a major realignment in global influence, with China at the center of this new multipolar world. Please continue to watch for more detailed insights. South China Morning Post vividly captures China's grand display of military might during its recent parade, emphasizing the nation's strategic messaging to the world. The parade was not merely a spectacle of over 10,000 soldiers, hundreds of aircraft, and cutting-edge weaponry, but also a bold assertion of China's resolve to shape a multipolar global order. President Xi Jinping, flanked by Putin and Kim Jong-un, delivered a powerful speech asserting that humanity faces a critical choice between peace and war, and that China's rejuvenation is unstoppable. The event showcased China's latest strategic nuclear forces, including the debut of the JL-1 air-launched nuclear missile and the JL-3 submarine-launched ICBM, alongside hypersonic anti-ship missiles and a range of unmanned systems, from drones to autonomous submarines. These technological advancements underscore China's focus on multi-domain warfare, with new branches like the space and cyberspace forces emphasizing its ambition to dominate in space and cyberspace. The parade also served as a diplomatic platform, with leaders from nations sanctioned by the West and allies from Asia and Central Asia, projecting an image of solidarity and emerging influence amid geopolitical tensions. The display of veteran soldiers and references to China's resistance during World War II highlighted the party's central role in national identity, while the array of new military hardware signaled China's intent to deter potential adversaries and assert its sovereignty on the global stage. Associated Press provides an equally detailed account of China's military parade, emphasizing the technological and strategic significance of the showcased hardware. The parade was a spectacle of precision, with soldiers marching in unison beneath helicopters forming the number 80, commemorating the end of World War II. Beyond the pageantry, it marked a significant unveiling of China's latest military technology, including new nuclear missiles like the DF-61 ICBM, capable of carrying multiple warheads across vast distances, and advanced anti-ship missiles such as the YJ-15, YJ-17, YJ-19, and hypersonic YJ-20, designed to challenge U.S. naval dominance and threaten Taiwan. The display of unmanned aerial and naval drones, including submarine drones like the AJX-002, signals China's push toward autonomous weapon systems, reducing reliance on foreign technology and enhancing its future combat capabilities. The parade also highlighted the rapid modernization of China's military branches, with new units dedicated to space, cyberspace, and information warfare, reflecting a comprehensive approach to modern conflict. The event was a clear message to the United States and other rivals that China is developing a multi-layered, technologically advanced force capable of deterring conflicts and asserting its regional and global ambitions, all while reinforcing its narrative of national resilience and strategic independence. The South China Morning Post vividly captures China's grand display of military might during the Victory Day parade in Beijing, where cutting-edge weapons and thousands of soldiers marched along Chang'an Avenue to commemorate the 80th anniversary of China's victory over Japan in World War II. The event was not only a showcase of technological prowess but also a symbolic assertion of China's rising global influence, with world leaders from around the globe gathering in Tiananmen Square to witness this spectacle of strength. Beyond the military display, the parade ignited political debates, especially in Taiwan, where reactions were mixed, reviving long-standing disputes over history, identity, and security. Meanwhile, China's Greater Bay Area was celebrated as the world's largest innovation hub, emphasizing the country's push for technological self-reliance amidst geopolitical tensions, with investments pouring into AI, 6G, and semiconductor development, illustrating Beijing's strategic ambition to lead in the digital age. Associated Press describes a week of high-stakes diplomacy, where China, North Korea, and Russia demonstrated their united front through synchronized military parades and diplomatic meetings, signaling a shift away from U.S. dominance. In Beijing, leaders like Xi Jinping, Vladimir Putin, and Kim Jong-un stood shoulder to shoulder, showcasing their solidarity amid a backdrop of high-tech military hardware and massed troops, while also engaging in subtle political signaling. Xi's desire for cheap Russian energy and a stable North Korean border, Putin's hope to escape Western sanctions, and Kim's quest for legitimacy and influence reveal each leader's self-interested motives. These gatherings, including Modi's nuanced balancing act between China, Russia, and the US, highlight a multipolar world where regional ambitions and strategic alliances are reshaping global power dynamics, underscoring China's efforts to position itself as a regional leader despite domestic challenges. South China Morning Post further explores the fierce contest over technological sovereignty, as nations worldwide adopt techno-nationalist strategies to secure their futures. The EU's CHIPS Act, Japan's investment in advanced chip manufacturing, India's Make in India and Digital India initiatives, and China's push for indigenous innovation exemplify a global scramble for control over emerging technologies like AI, 6G, and quantum computing. The battle over setting international standards has become a geopolitical chess game, with China actively shaping global tech norms through initiatives like China Standards 2035 and expanding influence in international bodies. Western countries are responding by tightening security measures, banning Chinese telecom equipment, and developing alternatives to Chinese dominance, illustrating that technological standards now serve as a battleground for economic, political, and security interests. This multipolar contest underscores the importance of technological independence and the strategic implications of who controls the future of global innovation. Associated Press reports that German Foreign Minister Johann Wadephul has made a heartfelt appeal to India, urging the nation to leverage its diplomatic influence to persuade Russia to re-engage in peace negotiations over Ukraine. Despite the relentless efforts of Europe and the United States to bring about an end to the conflict, Russia remains obstinate, refusing to enter talks, a stance Wadephul believes India could help shift. During his visit to India, Wadephul emphasized that all parties agree on the necessity of stopping the violence and that Ukrainian President Zelensky has expressed a willingness to seek peace. This plea underscores Europe's hope that India, balancing its strategic partnership with Moscow, might play a pivotal role in fostering dialogue. Meanwhile, India continues to maintain a delicate diplomatic dance, resisting Western pressure to condemn Russia outright, even as it aggressively imports discounted Russian oil to shield its economy from global shocks, despite the strain this has placed on its relations with the US, which responded with hefty tariffs that threaten India's economic ambitions and trade relationships. South China Morning Post highlights the dire consequences of US tariffs on India's gem and jewelry industry, with exports to America expected to plummet by over 70%, casting a shadow over the festive season. The 50% tariff, enacted in response to India's continued purchase of Russian oil and weapons, has hit India's largest export market, with the industry warning of significant job losses, potentially over 100,000, amidst a broader economic slowdown. The industry, which dominates global diamond cutting and polishing, is suffering from declining orders and increasing costs, with exporters scrambling to find new markets in Europe and the Middle East to offset the loss in the US demand. Industry veterans warn that replacing the US market could take years, and the current economic climate, marked by a weakening US labor market and rising gold and silver prices, further complicates the outlook. Despite efforts to diversify, the gem and jewelry sector faces a challenging future, with the tariffs acting as a harsh blow during what was expected to be a lucrative holiday season, threatening livelihoods across India's bustling export hubs. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6-do brief via email.
Morning coffee, fresh off the press. Reading headlines, feeling blessed. World keeps turning, stories unfold. Every moment, news gets told. Flipping channels, clicking tabs. Feeding my mind's hunger grabs. Facts and figures, images bright. News keeps rolling day and night. Headlines and headlines, can't get enough. Learning about the world, yeah, it's my stuff. Headlines and headlines, stories unfold. Knowledge is power, truth to behold. Politics, science, sports, and art. Every story plays its part. Global voices, voices near. Every headline loud and clear. Need the latest, got to know. Never stopping, always go. Scrolling, swiping, reading on. Daylight breaks into dawn. Headlines and headlines, can't get enough. Learning about the world, yeah, it's my stuff. Headlines and headlines, stories unfold. Knowledge is power, truth to behold. Need the latest, got to know. Never stopping, always go. Scrolling, swiping, reading on. Daylight breaks into dawn. Headlines and headlines, can't get